This Capitol Ministries ministry update is on the Arizona State Capitol Ministry and sharing a vision. A shared vision of evangelism and a passion to fulfill the Great Commission has led Pastor Brent Loveless, who leads a Bible study to Arizona state legislators, to join with Capitol Ministries and become a part of the ministry team that is taking the gospel to leaders of the United States. President and founder of Capitol Ministries, Ralph Drollinger, shared, quote, "We are so excited about Brent's ministry in the Arizona State Capitol. Brent is a talented Bible teacher and a dedicated evangelist who has shown great faithfulness to his calling, both in his church pastorate at North Valley Baptist Church in Phoenix and in the state capitol, where he teaches the members Bible study week in and week out during session. We are delighted that he has chosen to be part of Capitol Ministries," end quote. Some legislators who attend Pastor Loveless's study may remember that the Arizona ministry was once part of Capitol Ministries. Several decades ago, when former U.S. Representative Trent Franks was an Arizona state representative, he pioneered the birth of the Arizona ministry and weekly Bible study. As a member of the Arizona state legislature, he met Ralph Drollinger, and the two have worked closely ever since. Several years ago, Capitol Ministries appointed Eric Yieldling as ministry leader in Arizona when he left to take a full-time chaplaincy position with the U.S. military. Pastor Loveless assumed leadership independently with his church. Pastor Loveless said at the time he had just moved to Arizona from Oklahoma, where he planted a church, and that he did not have a particular passion to minister to elected officials. However, a senior pastor of a growing church in Arizona, where he helped start several churches, Pastor Loveless did have a strong desire for evangelism and to fulfill the Great Commission. When he was approached to lead the legislative Bible study, his congregation supported the idea, and he accepted the position which he has held for the past 4 years. The Bible study meets weekly at noon during session in the Majority Leaders Conference Room, with 10 to 14 representatives and senators regularly attending. The congregation of the North Valley Baptist Church provides lunch. Pastor Loveless shared, quote, "To me, this is about fulfilling the Great Commission, to take the gospel to every living creature, and that includes those in the political realm. And certainly there are side benefits in that when we make disciples of leaders, they have many opportunities to influence countless others," end quote. An expository teacher, Pastor Loveless's studies have included the life of Moses and Daniel. Quote, "Daniel had such an influence upon his own nation, and it was an ungodly nation, yet he influenced multiple kings. To put it in the New Testament vernacular, I'm not certain he didn't see 3 pagan kings come to know Jehovah, and it was his influence and teaching that caused the Magi to be ready for the coming of the Messiah and to make that journey. The series was an encouragement to show how one person can make a difference in the political realm that will have major ramifications upon the lives of many people and upon society as a whole," end quote. It's this kind of sensitivity to the needs of elected leaders that makes Pastor Loveless a perfect fit with the Capitol Ministries team, said Perry Gauthier, Vice President of Capitol Ministries, who has also served as ministry leader to members of the Nebraska legislature for 10 years. Pastor Gauthier said, quote, "Brent is a kindred spirit and a delightful addition to our North American team of evangelistic, Bible-teaching missionaries. We are so thankful he's one of America's pastors who gets it, that the church is called to be salt and light, which in the context of Matthew 5 is based upon first taking the gospel to government leaders and making disciples. Brent knows and has proven before we ever met him that reaching his capital for Christ is a strategic part of the Great Commission," end quote. Pastor Loveless said his continued objective for the ministry is, quote, "to make disciples, to give these men and women a solid foundation and help them grow in their faith," end quote. After years of faithful ministering, Legislators have come to understand that Pastor Loveless is not there to lobby for legislation or seek anything from them, but to serve them. Many legislators who do not attend Bible study have sought him out for personal counsel. In the past 4 years, he has seen one legislator accept Jesus Christ, and now, having established his ministry, Pastor Loveless intends to spend more time evangelizing. He said, quote, "Personally, I want to reach people with the gospel. I'm hoping in time, with tenacity on our side, we will see more come to Christ," end quote. If you wish to pray for or support Pastor Loveless's ministry, you may contact him at brent.loveless@capmin.org. If you wish to pray for or support Pastor Gauthier's ministry, you may contact him at perry.gauthier@capmin.org.